Hiya there folks, welcome to Boating on a Budget with me, the tight Yorkshireman.
And me, Dawn.
We're on his boat, Dawn.
Yep.
We're not working on it, Dawn.
No, we're not.
We're not. We've actually had more or less a week at home, haven't we?
We have.
Well,
yeah,
we say home. This is our home. But we had to go back home for a few bits and bobs.
Back to land.
Yes, back to land. So we had to put the boat in a marina in Stoke-on-Trent for a week, of which we are just leaving Stoke-on-Trent now. We'll perhaps come back to Stoke-on-Trent in a bit, won't we?
Yes.
And discuss our findings, shall we say. But in essence, we're now sort of a few hours cruise away from what's known as one of the scariest tunnels on the network, Harecastle Tunnel.
Harecastle Tunnel. Can't wait, I'm quite excited.
Yeah, and it's like to be our first proper tunnel that we've done into. We've done a few little tunnels, but it'd be our first proper tunnel.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So really, we might get to Harecastle today, we might split it down into 2 days, but it means for a few days we're not going to be doing any work on the boat, are we?
We're just going to potter about.
Yeah, we're having a few days pottering. So we thought we'd show you some of the things that we get up to while we're pottering. And pottering's a very good word.
It is actually, I didn't realise.
For what we've been up to and what we're about to get up to. So first off, I'll show you a little clip of something that we filmed as we were coming into Stoke-on-Trent, which is sort of a week or so ago. Well, for a change, Dawn, we're leaving the boat behind.
We are.
And we've no tools in our hand either, so we're not doing any work. Where are we off to?
Wedgewood Factory.
The Wedgewood Factory. Sounds really cheap, that, because I've heard Wedgewood Pottery's like 10 a penny.
It will be. We'll see how much this cafe's going to be as well. Apparently it's got a tea room.
I'm not entirely convinced. But we're in a place called Barleston at the minute, aren't we?
Yes.
Moored in Barleston, and we went in a pub last night called the Plume of Feathers, which is owned by
Neil Morrissey.
Neil Morrissey.
I didn't believe it. I just thought it was a name.
You didn't know who Neil Morrissey was,
No,
did you?
I knew, but I just didn't think you were in.
The men behaving badly star. It's not all just about working on the boat then, is it?
No.
We are out on an adventure, basically going halfway around the country. So we want to see things, don't we?
Certainly do.
Not just stand there with a paintbrush in his hand all the time.
And get some steps in.
Get some steps in, yes. We don't want to end up going back, being about 40 stone each, having not moved off that settee, do we?
I think we're about halfway there now.
So just at the minute, we've got about a 10-minute walk. That'll get us to the Wedgewood factory. We'll have a look round, see what we can see. Visit, Dawn. Not really our kind of place, that, is it?
Not in our budget, is it?
I don't see as that's in anybody's budget.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
I must say, obviously, I didn't expect it to be a cheap place, but the prices are just insane.
They are.
I mean, we were looking even in the factory clearance shop, the reject.
The seconds. They call them seconds.
And it's still like 15 quid for a bowl. A plain white bowl.
Yeah.
No, not my place. I think we'll stick to Poundland and B&M.
Yeah, definitely.
So
we're on our way now for me to make a mug of tea for free.
Yes, in our B&M mug. I can say then that we're a little bit out of our price range.
It was ridiculous,
massively.
out of our price list.
I'll not start on a massive rant, but to me they're just ridiculous prices.
Don't justify.
No,
not at all.
I think one item we sold was £15,000 for a bowl.
Yeah.
Why do you need to spend £15,000 on a bowl? But hey ho, everyone's own cup of tea.
Yeah.
However, we're now approaching Midleport Pottery, which I believe's got a little cafe with it and is perhaps more reasonably priced, shall we say. I'm sure it'll still be expensive at the end of the day. I appreciate everything's handmade, etc, etc. But we're going to now moor up right outside Midleport Pottery, nip in, have a look, see what it's like there, and potentially get a brew this time.
Have a bit of cake.
Maybe a cake, maybe a bit of cakey bun and a brew, because we didn't even bother with that at Wedgewood, did we?
No.
To say that we're a bit more our cup of tea
in our price range.
Excuse the pun. I mean, that sort of thing's not really us anyway, is it? We're not really into fine china and pottery and even sort of looking around that sort of shop type museum thing. But we had a little look round. We had a cup of latte as well, didn't we? Yeah. Which is more than we did at the other one. We didn't bother at the Wedgewood factory.
We didn't even stay for a drink, did we?
So yeah, it was a little bit nice, a nice canal side as well, so we're able to sort of sit there and have us a brew right by the side of the canal.
Yeah, we're lovely.
We're now though heading off to a place called let's have a look on the map.
Map time!
Map time! Oh, I can't see. Westport Lake.
That's it,
Westport Lake. That took enough studying.
Wow.
But yeah, so we're now off to a place called Westport Lake, which I think clues in the title for what that is, isn't it? You know, there's a lake and I think there's lots of wildlife and things. We're going to see whether to stop overnight here and then head up to the final stint into Harecastle tomorrow, or whether to just have an hour or two here. We're going to see what it's like, aren't we? If it looks,
walk round, stretch his legs.
Yeah, if it looks a nice spot to stay overnight, we'll stay overnight. It's the joy of a canal trip. We can do what we want.
Yeah.
I think though, as we are now leaving Stoke on Trent behind, we can talk about it, can't we?
Yeah.
Because I think it's fair to say that on the trip that we've done so far, that we've kind of done this western part of England, it's got to be our least favourite bit that we've done. There was a very uneasy feeling around town, wasn't there?
It was, yeah.
And a few dubious characters hanging around the moorings and things, so...
It takes a lot to knock my duck off, but I felt a bit uneasy, definitely.
I don't think we'll be rushing back there. Like, there's a few places we've kind of penciled in that we'll probably go back, probably in the camper van.
Yeah.
Because obviously coming back all this way on the boat's a bit of a journey from where we're going to be moored. But there's a few places like Stone, we've sort of said that were lovely. We'll probably go back there at some stage in the camper van for a weekend. Yeah. We'll not be rushing back to Stone. Definitely but not. We'll not talk about it too much because Nigel, who was on our moorings, is from Stoke.
Sorry, Nigel.
Sorry, Nigel. So yeah, I think we're just coming up now to the moorings by Westport Lake, so we'll find a spot, moor up, and we'll see what this has to offer.
Certainly will.
So those two trading boats, we've just been and scoped them out, haven't we, as we moored up, just to see exactly which ones they were. I got an idea as we came past what one of them might be, but wasn't sure what both of them were. So we've just been and scoped them out, and hence to say, we're now having a walk around this massive lake because we need to build up a bit of a hunger.
And a bit of a thirst.
So it looks a very nice, pretty lake. This is actually two lakes, the little lake and the main lake. So we're going to walk around this main lake and then call back to them trading boats. I think it's going to be worth it.
Clear this water is, Peter.
Beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. Lovely clear water, nice ducks, gorgeous landscapes. You won't believe that just down there was Stoke on Trent, would you?
No, no.
We better stop talking about Stoke on Trent though, because otherwise we're going to get loads of hate from the Stokies. Are they called Stokies? I don't know.
No, you get hit for that.
Probably.
I'm just saying, it's lovely.
It is. Beautiful. You could literally be anywhere right now, couldn't you? Yeah. Beautiful, really clear water. Not a cloud in the sky. Must be 20 degrees or so.
Loving life.
Boat life at its best.
To your best friends.
Geese. Rowdy as anything, geese.
They are.
Make noise for absolutely no reason.
But we do love them.
I'm not sure about that. Well, so the last video we did, the tour video, we ended up having to stop recording for about 10 minutes, didn't we? Because the geese across from us were just making an almighty racket.
Well, the second you started talking, they did it again. Like,
so yes, much as we love all animals, not so much
not
geese.
His favourite.
No. Look, the ducks have been very obedient, sitting there on the side, making sure they follow the instructions on the sign. Well, let's try the first one of these trading boats, shall we, Dawn?
We certainly will.
I've got a rumbly in my tumbler.
See what they've got. Do you want sausage or bacon, or do you just want cheese?
Do I want sausage or bacon? Yeah, go on then, I'll have bacon with mine.
Oh, hiya.
Hello,
you alright there?
I'm not too bad, thank you.
Good, good.
We thought we'd come and try out the Oatcake Boat. We've never had an Oatcake before.
No?
So
No, we don't know what the one is.
We are fresh to it all.
Time to find out.
But I think I'll have one with cheese and bacon, please.
Cheese and bacon. Double or a single?
Just a single.
Single.
I've had breakfast and we've got a barbecue for tea later, so we'll be good.
Light snack.
Yes.
So one cheese and bacon.
Can I have one with cheese, beans and mushrooms, please?
Oh, I've run out of mushrooms.
That's fine.
I'm afraid.
Cheese and beans then,
Been wiped
please.
out mushrooms today. Oh. That's the daily smoke alarm test.
That just tells me that my dinner's cooked.
Yeah.
Your oatcake's ready, guys.
Sorry, Doc. Well, it's a what was yours again?
Cheese and beans, please.
Cheese and beans. Yeah. No worries. Right. Any drinks still?
I think I'm going to save myself.
Oh, yeah,
We're going to
good
venture
idea.
next door if you
Because
don't
the
mind.
next boat along is calling. So
Can I
yes, we'll have
tempt
those.
you to any of the other half's homemade Biscoff bites?
We will take some back.
We'll maybe have some in a
alright?
bit.
A couple of those, yeah?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. She'll kill me if I don't.
Absolutely, of course.
I'm not allowed to end the weekend with any left.
Yeah.
Surprised you end up with any.
Not usually, but right. Cheese and beans, that's cheese and bacon. And all the sauces and knives and forks are up there, assuming they haven't run out yet. What I've done, I've given you try a bit of everything. There's an aero one as well, so I've done so if you're going to keep them in the fridge, they'll be fine for you. In fact, do you want me to put those in the fridge, keep those in the fridge now?
And I'll collect them on the way back. Lovely, thank you.
Otherwise they'll just melt in this.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Right, thanks for those. They were beautiful.
Cheers.
We'll go
So
and
you'll be
tam-
having oatcakes again then at some
Definitely.
100%, yeah, they were right nice.
point? They do work, don't they?
Yeah.
So really nice and tasty.
Yeah. Awesome.
We'll wash them down with a beer now.
The important stuff.
Yeah. See you later. Westport Lake behind then, because we've decided, having filled our belly on oatcakes and then swilled it down with a swift glass of beer, that seeing as we've got a few bits we need to do, like we need to sort out the wood that's on the roof and we need to fill the water tank and things, we might as well get down to the entrance to Harecastle Tunnel, or is it Scarecastle Tunnel as people call it? We'll find that out tomorrow, won't we?
We said well.
But yeah, we might as well get down there tonight so we can get them few jobs done, and then when we get up in the morning we're ready to go straight through the tunnel as and when they open passage.
Yeah.
I think though there's just two last things we need to do other than that this evening.
Most important things to do.
Probably the most important things. One of those being barbecue. We're going to fire the barbecue up again.
We are.
Because sun's shining.
Why not?
Why not? And then the chap from the Oatcake Boat sold us, really forced us to have some cake, didn't he?
Yes. With a bonus piece.
Yes, the homemade Biscoff cake and aero cake, I think. So we've got a piece
Mars
of
bar fudge.
lots of choices. So we'll give those a sample. I'm not sure whether to try those before the barbecue or after the barbecue, but we'll see how we go. First off though, let's get down to the entrance to Harecastle Tunnel.
Yeah.
Get these few bits of jobs done.
Can't wait.
Morning.
Morning.
Now is the time.
Oh, I'm scared.
We are booked in and checked off, and it is very shortly time to go through Harecastle Tunnel. I had a reasonable night's sleep. What about you?
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Like a baby.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how this goes. We are going to record it on our GoPro, and if that records all right, we'll put that on as a separate little video for people who want to watch it. The only thing is the GoPro's not very happy in low light situations, and obviously in a tunnel,
we're in low light.
It's sort of fairly low light, so I'm not really sure how much it's going to record. We'll look at that at the end. And more importantly is how we're going to cope in there. Because I must say, I'm not really looking forward to this. The idea of being 45 minutes underground is a bit...
I'm not scared.
No, I won't say I'm scared. Well, I'm not scared, it's just...
It's the unknown, isn't
it?
Yeah.
Like I said, it's the first ever proper tunnel as such we've ever done, and it happens to be potentially one of the longest on the network. So...
Oh well.
But hey ho, we'll give it a go. We need to go that way, so let's do it.
See you in a little while. This is what we can see right now.
Which is not as much as we can normally see when we're boating. But it's not quite as sort of short and narrow as I thought it might be. So we have got a little bit of wriggle room, even though I have managed to touch the sides a few times already. Well, the light at the end of the tunnel is gradually getting bigger.
Not substantially bigger though.
No, I mean, I'm guessing what are we now, maybe 10 minutes in? It's like a
40-minute ride.
Yeah, it's also 30 to 40 minutes depending on your pace, so we're perhaps a third of the way through now. Lots of things dripping off the roof here.
Yeah. You're gonna get it wet?
Yeah.
Oh.
Lots more dripping things on the roof. Roof's definitely come down considerably from that first section, hasn't it?
Yeah, not as old as now, is it?
That's it right there. Almost there. Looking back in hindsight, it would have been great to do a video dedicated just to our trip through Harecastle Tunnel. But in the lead up to it, we weren't really sure what to expect. As we mentioned, it's the first time we've been through a proper tunnel. We also weren't sure how well our video and sound recording equipment would cope whilst underground in a tunnel, as obviously it's very different footage to what we are used to filming. Likewise, we tried the GoPro in a couple of different positions on the roof of the boat to optimise the light available. However, none of these options worked perfectly, and although the footage is watchable, again, it's probably not worth making an actual vlog out of. Just as a final point, going back to those cakes that we got from the Oatcake Boat, they were absolutely delicious. Although it must be said, Dawn ate most of them, so really it should be her who's here doing the review on those. We do like to buy things from the traders on the canals where possible. It's always good to give back to the community that we're part of. expected. Yeah.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah. Not bad at all. Bit chilly, bit wet, but alright.
Are we ready for a brew and some toast?
Brew and breakfast.